Good morning. We are on age 589 in our math books. We are working on solving problems about money. So yesterday we worked on time, right? Today we're going to focus a little bit more on money. 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 My backup singers. There we go. So, our warm-up problem. How many quarters are in a dollar?
4.
Manson? That's a terrible 4. That's not the highlighter. How many dimes in a dollar? Lucas. 10 dimes in a dollar. How many nickels are in a dollar? Cole?
15?
No, 15.
30?
Not 30. Caden? 20. Because how much is a dime worth? Or a nickel worth? 5 cents, and 5 times what equals 100?
10.
5
No,
times
wait,
what equals
what?
100?
5?
20. 5 times 20 equals 100. So 20 nickels would equal $1, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So let's go ahead and start the lesson. Prim buys 3 muffins at the school bake sale. Each muffin costs 75 cents. She also buys a cookie for 50 cents. Prim gives Mr. Hall a $5 bill. How much change will she get? So go ahead and work on that for right now. She buys 3 muffins for 75 cents each. She buys a cookie for 50 cents. She pays with a $5 bill. How much change will she get? Yeah, a couple minutes to work on that. Prim buys 3 muffins at the school bake sale. Each muffin costs 75 cents. She also buys a cookie for 50 cents. She pays with a $5 bill. How much change is she going to give out? What do we got to figure out first? Gabe? How much do the 3 muffins cost, right? So we can do what? How can we figure that out? Jake?
Well, I don't know if that's what you guys did, but I put 75 plus 75 on that got me 150. So then I just did 150 and 75, and that got me 225.
So $2.25. 225 cents or $2.25, right?
I did 3 times.
So, either you can do that, which is the same thing he did. He did 75 plus 75 plus 75. Or you can do 75 times 75 times 3, right? 3 times 5 is 15, carrying 1. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 1 is 22. 225 cents, which is really the same thing as...
$2.25.
Now, we have that, right? So is that all the money she spent?
No.
No, she also spent what?
50 cents for a cookie.
Cents on a cookie.
So do I have to do 225 plus 50 cents?
Yeah.
So I line it up like this. I put my decimal point, right? Line up decimal points always, right? 50 cents, add it up. 0 plus 5 is 5. 2, 7. 2 plus 0 is 2. So how much money did she spend?
$2.75.
Is that what it's asking us for, though?
No.
No, it's asking us for the change that she got back.
You change it. So then we gotta take $5 and subtract it through, right? So then we're gonna take $5 and subtract it from 275, right? So when I subtract with decimals, do I still have to borrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take it, borrow from the 5, make it a 4, make this a 10, borrow from it, make it a 9, make this a 10, right? 10 minus 5 is what?
5.
9 minus 7 is
2.
4 minus 2 is
2.
how much change is she gonna get back?
$2.25.
Does that make sense how we did that question? How many people had an answer? How many people are on the right track to getting that answer? Do you guys see what you did wrong if you didn't weren't on the right track? Do you? No? No? Okay.
But
Yes.
I didn't get the right answer, but I did 75 plus 75 plus 75.
And what'd you get?
225.
Yes.
And then I did 225 by 5. By 5. And I didn't know that decimals you had to borrow.
Yeah, you had to borrow with everything.
Yeah.
But did you also add the 50-cent cookie? Yeah. Decimals, you line them up, you have to borrow no matter what. If the higher number, you have to borrow always, okay? Make sense now? Any questions, comments, concerns? Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I've seen problems like this. What if it's like 5 and then 0? Like 5 and 0 with a decimal. Then how do you subtract it?
Okay, so you're saying if it's like 225 and 5.0 subtract 25, right?
How would you line up the decimals?
You're going to line the decimals up. So 5.0, 2.25. And you're saying there's no number above here? Can't you just put a 0 there?
Oh. Yeah.
And then it's a placeholder, right?
I thought it would always go in like on the bottom.
Nope.
Makes sense.
You put the bigger number on top, line decimals up. If you got to add zeros, add zeros. Does that make sense? That's how you do that. Yes, Michael.
Can you use circles for it? Like use a barn model kind of?
Yeah, you could. You could use a bar model. So like if you have this right here, this is a total of $5, right? That's the $5 bill you had. You had 1, 2, 3 of 75, 75, 75, right? You have 1 50-cent, and here's your change, right? Because you pay the $5, and you're trying to figure out what the change is. Could you do that? Yeah, you could do a bar model with that, couldn't you? Does that make sense?
The only thing I did different was basically the same thing.
Yeah.
When he said do 75 plus 75 plus 75, I did 3 times.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Multiplication, repeated addition, right? All right. Let's go on and keep on moving on to the next one. All right, so you could use bills and coins if you add actual like money to look at it. You could look at it and say, okay, one muffin 75 cents, other muffin 75 cents, and the third muffin 75 cents, and a cookie 50 cents. They just drew actual quarters out, right? And then show the amount Prim gave Mr. Hall using bills and quarters. There are 4 quarters and $1. So they just drew a whole picture of $5 and mostly quarters. Does that make sense? And then they just canceled out. Okay, took 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. She has 1 quarter left and 2 whole bills left. That's what they did. Does that make sense? They just drew it all out and then they just cancel each other off, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the amount that she's not crossed out is how much she's got left, right? Or that's how much she's gonna get back in change.
What did she get $3 from?
They're supposed to, see, this is why I don't like this question. Did it say that she had $5 in quarters? That she had a $5 bill. Is this a $5 bill?
No.
No.
Yeah, no.
That it equals up to $5, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a $5 bill, is it? No. So you could do that, but that's just understanding that this right here is the same as a $5 bill, right? Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's $1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's $2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's $3. $4. $5. Right? So the money Prim uses to pay is in dollars. The price is in cents. Which is the larger unit of money? What is larger, dollars or cents? Dollars.
This is easier than adding time.
Oh, hang on. Give me a second. Explain how you can convert $5 to cents. How can we convert $5 to cents? Chris?
With 20 quarters.
Not what it would be in cents. How can we convert the price $5 into cents? So we say $5. How can we say it in cents? Caden?
500.
500. How did you do that?
Because if you do 100 to equal, like 100 pennies to equal $1, if you just times that like by 5, then you get 500.
So there's 100 cents in a dollar, right? So if we just do 5 times 100, wouldn't that give us a cents?
Yeah.
So 5 times 100, right? Equals 500 cents. What about this? We have 500, right?
Yeah.
Could I just do move the decimal place over 2 places?
No. Yeah.
Isn't that the same thing as timesing by 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just move the decimal point over 2 places as well. Either way, to make a dollar into cents, you just times it by 100. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Get it? Get it?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? There's a joke there.
I don't get
down. I know it's pretty funny. You don't get it? Does that make sense?
Because
$50
I
in the cents. Because we're making dollars in the cents. Does that make sense? But now you guys are actually getting it, and now it's pretty funny, isn't it?
It's not that funny. It's not that funny.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's not that funny.
I thought it was good. Shut up, sweetie. How many cents are in $5? How many cents are in $5?
500.
Who just said lots?
Me. 500.
Each muffin costs 75 cents, or 0.7 or 75 hundredths of a dollar, or 75 cents. The cookie costs 50 hundredths of a dollar, or 50 cents. Fill in the blanks to find out how many cents Prim spends on 3 muffins and 1 cookie. So she has 3 times what?
75.
3 times 75 cents, right? Plus what?
50 cents.
Plus 50 cents equals how many cents?
$2.25.
Not dollars.
275 cents.
275 cents, right? Because 75 times 3 we said was 225 cents. And then add the 50 would be 275 cents. Show how to find how many cents Prim gets for change. How can we do that then? How can we show how many cents she's going to get for change, Nolan?
225 cents.
How do we get that though?
Oh.
How did you get that?
I looked at the other page.
That is true. Well, how do we get that then? Chris?
We got the answer of 3 times 75 cents plus 50 cents, which that makes 275 cents. So we just did 500 cents minus 275.
500 cents minus 275 equals 225. Does that make sense?
No,
Yeah, that's how we get it, right? We subtracted the $5 from the 500 cents from 275 cents. So you have found Prim's change in cents. How can we find that in dollars? How can we turn the $2.75 into back into dollars and cents? How do we do it? How can I make this 275 back into dollars and cents?
you add decimal.
Where?
Behind the first 2.
No. I think that's kind of behind the first 2. How would I do that, Amelia?
Once you just do like $2 and then 25 cents.
I move the decimal point back over 2 places. 1, 2.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
And you get $2.25. If we move, when we did this here, from $5 to 500 cents, what did we multiply $5 by?
100.
What did I just do to this 225?
Subtracted it.
I didn't subtract anything.
You 100 times it by 100.
Not times it, we times this one by 100. What did we do to this one?
So
We divided by 100. If moving it 2 places to the right was multiplying by 100, moving it 2 places to the left is what? Dividing by 100. Remember the opposite. Any questions on that? Pretty easy stuff, isn't it? It's a little bit easier than time. You can skip the number 6, reflect it. Number 7, Aaron buys 1.5 pounds of cheese and 4 bottles of water. 1 pound of cheese costs $10. Each bottle of water costs $0.50. Aaron gives the clerk $20. How much change does he get back? Show your work. Take a couple minutes to work on this one right now.
how much is it?
we're gonna go over here in a minute. All right? Yeah, I guess you can move on to the next one. All right. Aaron buys 1.5 pounds of cheese and 4 bottles of water. 1 pound of cheese costs $10. So, and each bottle of water costs 50 cents or $half. He pays for the $20 bill. How much change is he getting back? So, what we got to figure out first? Amelia?
How much change he gets back?
Well, that's what we're figuring out at the end. What do we got to do first?
See how much.
Michael.
Figure out how much cheese and how much water he buys.
Yeah, you got to figure out the cost, right? How much he spends on cheese and water. So each cheese costs $10 a pound, right?
Yeah.
He buys 1.5 pounds. Right? So that's pretty easy for the first pound, right? So 1 pound equals $10, right? How much is that half pound gonna cost? Chris? No. The 1 pound costs $10. How much is a half pound gonna cost, Gabe? $5, right? Because it's half a 10. So a half a pound should equal half of what the price is, right? So we're gonna have 10 plus 5, right? So 10 plus 5 is what?
15.
So how much did he spend on cheese?
$15.
15. Now we gotta figure out the waters, right? How many waters did he buy?
4.
4 waters, right? And how much is the water?
$1 or 50 cents.
50 cents. Time is half, it's 30. Money half is 5. 50 cents, right? So you just do 4 times 50, right? 4 times 5 is what?
20.
20 and a 0 on the end, right? So 4 times 50 is 200, but really, what is that in dollars?
$2.
$2. So then 15's in dollars, so you just add 15 plus 2 is what?
17.
So how much money did he spend?
$17.
But that's not what they're asking, is it? What are they asking for?
The change.
Change. So he pays the total of $20 bills, $20. You subtract how much he spent, 20 minus 17 is
3.
$3. How many people have $3 left that he gets back? Do you see how we did it? Any questions? Alright. I want you to spend 8 and 9 on your own. And then green pages. 8 and 9 is on you guys. Because, yes, 8 and 9 are on your own. Then you guys got green pages, right? Mrs. Miracle's class, 8 and 9 are on your own. Then do the green pages. We will see you guys tomorrow. Let's get out of this thing. Bye-bye.